Living with disability is not a crime. It's not a disease. Some will even be saying that two persons living with disability, how are they going to cope?
When he asked me out, the first question I asked him was that, how will we cope? You are challenged and I'm challenged.
And here we are today, to the glory of God. God has given us a son.
We waited for like 2 years. While we were waiting, oh my God, people were like, is it because both of them, they are challenged, that's why they are not being able to make babies? Is it because of this? Is it because of that? Is something wrong with our womb? Is something wrong with his sperm? Could it be that he's not performing on bed? But God has been good. To the glory of God, I'm a married woman. I'm a challenged lady. I was being affected by polio during my toddler age. That I was sick. Then my parents took me to the hospital. While we got there, due to the tension, the temperature and everything, the nurse couldn't hold what she saw, that the state I was then. So she had to just rush me injection. By so doing, she mistakenly injected me on my muzzle. Fine, my parents did get to know of this. So as a result of that, I was taken back to the hospital. More injection was given, but it's after some times we find out that I couldn't walk with my two legs. And to the glory of God, my intellectual was so rapid. This encouraged my dad, and he made up his mind to ensure that he sponsored me to any level I wanted. I gained my admission to Unilag. I finished well. I graduated there 2010. After my NYC, I tried getting another job, and it was very, very difficult, very, very difficult. Along the line, I got a job that was a contract job, and I was being paid minors, as little as nothing. After spending like 5 years being a contract staff, I reasoned that what could be the cause of this, because I go to several organizations, I tender my CV, but the first physical appearance and the discrimination and the weighing down continues that way. I had to sit down and think that if this is the way it's going, then I have to go for my master's degree. Maybe the master's degree will give me more edge. We started in 2017. Due to strike, due to one issue or the other, we ended up in 2021. Since then, I've also been searching for a better job, better placement for me to be able to earn a living, for me to be able to live a comfortable life, for me to be able to be a good mother to my child, and be a supportive wife to my husband. But since then, I've not been able to get. I got married to my husband in 2019, April 27 precisely. We met in BRT bus. I was on my way to stadium. I was training for table tennis then. I was the first person to go to enter the BRT. Then a guy came in. The guy was also on crutches like myself. Next thing I realized that the guy was trying to get my attention, and I was like, hello. I'm talking about 9 good years back.
Initially, she declined. Her reasons then was that because we are both physically challenged, and now we two physically challenged people live together, raise children, and all that. But then I was trying to convince her that we can do it. It's all about determination and our mindset. And in 2018, I proposed to her. I let her see reasons why we can be together. Then she now gave it a try. And to the glory of God, in 2019, we got wedded. And ever since then, we've been living together happily. I know what she can do. I know what I need to assist her on. So we've been coping, we've been helping each other on that. And to the glory of God, here we are today. We are doing fine. I have BEd in Child Education and Social Studies from Taishola University of Education. I'm a wheelchair basketball player. I represent Nigeria at international competitions. I also represent Lagos State in national competitions. Presently, I'm the captain of Lagos State wheelchair basketball teams. So the stipends that comes from the sport that I do and the competitions that I went on has been what I've been used to take care of my family, to take care of my wife and all that.
So at times people would be saying that for them to be challenged, that means they will give birth to a challenged baby. But God has been good, and God is greater than the thought of man. Pregnancy period was God hell. It was like, am I going to move with my protruding stomach? But God has been good. Our country, Nigeria, is a good country, and I believe so much in our government and our well-meaning Nigerians. How can they help people living with disability? Number one thing is accessibility. Most companies, they wish to employ, but due to the fact that physically challenged people are not being put into consideration when they are constructing their organization, when they are doing their employment role and all that, due to that fact, that's the reason why most of the physically challenged are being turned down.
Talking about discrimination against persons with disability in this society, it's enormous. It's enormous. It cuts across different sectors. Not all persons with disabilities are beggars. At times, there are days where I will just be walking on the streets. Maybe I'm going on my way to stadium. You just see someone will just see me on the street and be pointing 10 naira, 20 naira to me. I will be like, do I ask for money from you? Do you see me as a beggar? So the level of discrimination is everywhere. And in terms of our relationships with the landlords and all that, maybe government can find a way to let people know that living with disability is not a crime. It's not a disease. And here we are today, to the glory of God. I need to ask for more, so that at least the issue of my wife not being able to secure a good job, complaining at times and all that, once she's able to secure a job, at least she'll be able to contribute her own quota to the society. She will be an asset to the society, not liability, and also serve as a supportive wife to me, the husband. And aside that, it will also serve as encouragement to other persons living with disability. I want the government, I want reputable Nigerians, well-meaning Nigerians, to look into the plight of we persons living with disability. This time around, we are not begging. We are not asking you to give us money, because if you give us money, you will spend it and it will finish. Don't give us fish. Teach us how to fish.